Phil, how closely did that play out to how you could have expected that fight? Did you surprise yourself with what happened out there?
Well, I tell you what, I knew Liam McGeary was very anxious to come out and make a statement to show that he'd improved, to show that he wasn't the same guy that I previously fought. And I really expected him to do something very aggressive in the first period, and I expected to capitalize. And um, really, I was thinking it was going to be a first round finish in my head. And he really showed that his maturity. He was patient. He was aggressive, but he was patient, and I feel like that's what he was missing in the first fight was some patience, and he really showed that he has grown and was super patient, very aggressive, still working through his arsenal of techniques, but with patient with was looking for his openings.
And it looked like the kicking on the front leg was a big part of your game plan, was to try to maybe take that leg away from him. Can you talk a little bit about what your game plan was for him coming in?
Yeah, he's a tall guy. I'm 6'2" on a good day. He's 6'6", and he has real long legs, and he has a great jab. And so when he jabs, I either have to be out of the way or I have to kick. And if he starts sticking his jab, it becomes a couple times he got going. He landed like three jabs in a row, and it becomes a very very hard obstacle to get past in terms of range, in terms of mounting any offense behind that. So it was just my main goal was to take out his lead leg and make him second guess his jab and make him hesitate before he threw it, and then I can set up my right hand, my hook, and the rest of my game.
I thought your striking looked really good tonight. I don't know if you were pretty happy with that. I thought it was some of the best striking that we'd seen from you in some time. Would you say that it was probably some of your best striking that you've had in a while?
This fight was special for me. I just felt uh, very in tune with my skill set. I felt like I was uh, very capable of everything I wanted to accomplish. I knew what I wanted to do, and I felt completely confident in what I was going to do. And thank you very much. I appreciate that. But yeah, I think this is probably one of my favorite fights in terms of striking.
I think the crowd got excited in the third once you went to your wrestling. Was it in your game plan to go into the later rounds to finally use your wrestling, or was it just the opportunity presented itself?
My using my wrestling, it's always a matter of make the guy think I'm going to strike, and then wrestle him. And it's always the surprise factor. I'm a national champion. I'm always going to go to wrestling. I'm just always going to wrestle. That's just it's in my blood. That's what I'm going to do. And if I can convince a guy that we're only going to strike, that's when I'm going to wrestle. And so you know, after the first fight, I took him down every single round. He's prepared. He spent the last 2 months, 3 months, 4 months preparing for, being taken down. And when you convince him, hey, I think we're just going to strike tonight, that's when we're going to wrestle. So,
So, so apparently there was that jaw injury that you
mm,
had, which caused the stoppage. And I guess I'm not sure if he said it or people noticed that while watching the fight that it could have actually taken place somewhere in the second round.
mm.
Did you notice yourself that this was happening and that he was more injured than as far as whether that injury was something that you aimed for or it made you change your approach?
Yeah, no, I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea. I had no idea he was hurt. He kept a good poker face. Didn't let me in on any of the excitement. But I tell you what, I did notice while I was trying to finish him, I went under his chin and he tapped before I could really sink in the choke. And I have a good idea for the level of competitor that he is, and he's top notch. And I felt like that was weird that the choke wasn't in, but he started tapping. So I knew right away that something was amiss, and sure enough, he had a broken jaw, and so I mean, it makes sense. I didn't know in the moment what was going on. Man, I would have went to it sooner had I known. Come to think of it, but I was just competing tough, and I went for a rear naked choke, and he tapped immediately as soon as I tried to get my hand under his chin.
Got it. And as far as you getting back to title contention, how do you see that path going? Do you have to get them up again, or what do you want to do?
I'll take whatever path. I don't really know, and I'm not going to pretend like I make decisions, but I do want to put some pressure on the champion. He's a great guy. He's a great champion, and I'm thoroughly impressed with him taking his second belt. It takes a special athlete to be able to do that, and I do want to say congratulations to him. But I also want to say I want that belt.
One of the things great performance tonight, Phil. I think it was one of your best striking, and you're so difficult to beat anyway. You're so comfortable in there. One of the things Scott Coker was saying earlier in the week was that he thinks that Ryan Bader will probably fight Czech Congo first and defend the heavyweight belts. How frustrating might that be for you to perhaps wait out till the end of the year? And would you ask them to give you an interim? I know these, is there anything, because you don't want to stay inactive, I assume.
No, I want to beat people up. I liked it. It is frustrating, but you and I were talking kind of candidly, and it really is. You have to take a step back, and you have to be a fan of this sport, and you have to put yourself in the other guy's shoes. Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot to do what he did and go up to heavyweight and become a 2-division champion. And I can't. And furthermore, he beat me to do it, and so I always check my ego at the door. At least I tried to. And he wouldn't be in this position had he not beat me up. So, kudos to him. And I kind of have to take the back seat, wait my turn if I want that fight. But I do want that fight. And nothing wrong with saying you want that fight. So.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Great striking.